Hey guys, Mike Chamberlain here. Welcome back to the channel. So, today I actually got started without you. I was thinking about running Kenny outside if I could squeeze him by to set the overhead. I had pulled the windshield out in the last episode and was in the process of pulling the heater out, but the cab was tipped forward, so I wanted to drop it down. And since it's a nice day, I thought, you know what, I should jump over to Kenny, but the cab was hanging up. I left it up overnight, and then I got to thinking about it this morning. I thought, what if the front hinges, because there are some cracks around the front hinges from rough roads that need to be sorted. What if it fell on its nose? Well, it didn't fall on its nose, but when I was jacking it down, it got hung up on something. So I think from now on, I'm not gonna leave a cab up overnight if I can help it, but at least not, anyways, I don't know. We'll see what we wanna do. Or maybe I'll throw a strap on it just to be safe, because, you know, I don't know. It's old truck stuff. But yeah, I think what was happening is right here, see how this bushing is over? And it's like the cab is moved over on this bushing, and I think it just bound up on this side, so it was hanging up when I brought it down. Now, this little piece here is cracked, but it's not a very big piece. It's just, what's the right word? I guess it's just a little tit on this aluminum block under here. So, you know, it's like that on both sides. Stubby's not like that, but it is what it is. And see, this side's over a little bit too. But so I think from having it tipped forward, it just kind of worked its way over. So I think that was all my issue. So at the end of the day, you just have to be careful and, you know, make sure you guide it, because it's an old truck. But look what I did. I pulled the heater out, and it really wasn't that hard. And look what we have behind here. We've got some catch-up packages. There was a lighter, but it fell out. I saw the lighter. A broken CD, and this is what I wanted to see. Gosh, this really high-tech insulation back in the day, I tell you. A little quarter-inch piece of styrofoam. But the dent, there's the dent. And I'm hoping I can pop these out without too much difficulty, because you can't get these panels anymore. I checked at work and you just can't get them. So I'm gonna try popping them out, and you know, then I can use body filler or whatever to make it perfect. Easiest would be to just get a new windshield surround and a new panel, but you can't get them. But if any of you know where you can get new Peterbilt 362 panels or aftermarket, let me know, because that would be easier than trying to, ooh, just about fell off the ladder, trying to fix this rusted frame. But oh well, whatever. It's an old truck. We'll fix her. We'll fix her up, because she's a little bit of a fixer-upper. Knock that dent out. And then I should cover this air conditioning. The air conditioning, there was a little bit of pressure. I should have captured whatever was in there, but I didn't, because I don't have a thingy. And I accidentally stretched this because I didn't realize that it was screwed on. But I think I'm gonna put some kill mat on here too. You know what? When she goes back together, put some stop rust on the steel support, clean this all up, pull this mat out, get rid of this carpeted underlay because it's damp. And ooh, there's a good screw. Look at that. Catch up. This is why you should never put stuff on your dash, because it all ends up behind your dash. Oh, quarter. We're making money. Some more screws. Those are probably the screws that came out of the top of the dash. Miscellaneous. Oh, better keep that. Broken glass. But yeah, you know what? Doesn't look bad. Doesn't look bad at all. It's not all rusted out, which is kind of awesome. And yeah, pretty happy. I mean, Low and Slow needs a lot of work. Like it used to drive on some rough roads, so there's the front cab mounts are cracked, but the one half is still there, so that's why I don't worry about tipping it forward. But I got to get an aluminum welder or body shop or somebody to give me a hand to do the front cab bushings, because I mean, really, I should do those cab bushings if I'm gonna have it ahead, and fix those, fix where it's buggered, because I mean, this truck's gonna be around forever. I mean, I'm only 49, so I could have it for at least another 20 years or better, unless somebody wants to pay me $1 million for it. But yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. You know, I probably shouldn't, but I'm kind of wondering if I just put my foot into that dent, I wonder if it would pop out. All you body guys are probably going, no, don't do it. Well, I don't know if you body guys are doing it or not, but I am not a body guy. We've got some pretty damn good body guys though at Peterbilt, let me tell you. But you know, the only problem with trying to get guys at work to help me on the side, they do it all day. So at the end of the day, they're not like, oh yay, let's go work on trucks. So I don't blame them at all. Don't blame them at all. Ugh. But at the end of the day, if I can help anybody out, you know what, like Tim, I didn't actually charge Tim to go get his tractor, because I wouldn't charge a co-worker. Besides, he helps me get parts and all the rest of it. So, and Tim, if you're watching this, I really appreciate it. I know I can be a bit of a pain sometimes when it's busy, but really appreciate it. So, you know what, against better judgment, I'm gonna try kicking this dent out, because I wanna know. I'm gonna put you guys on the outside and see what it looks like as I push with my feet. My manly girth. I don't know, manly girth, what the hell am I talking about? At the end of the day, my chunky monkiness. See, and you know why it's not dented there is because that's where the steel support is. So, yeah, I have absolutely no faith that it's gonna just pop right out, but I am hoping that we can push it out enough that then when we paint it, we can just, you know, use a little bit of body filler to smooth it out so nobody knows that there was a dent there. So anyways, I'm gonna give that a go. Yeah. You got a front row seat of Mr. Dent. So I'm gonna try pushing it out. Let's climb the rig. Insert your Indiana Jones soundtrack here, young Padawan. Look at that. Shout out to Indiana Jones and Star Wars. And if you think I'm crazy, you might be right. Oh, I can't wait to get this bad boy cleaned up. So, see what happens. I'm a little nervous, not gonna lie. I'm a little nervous, not gonna lie. Hopefully I can push this frickin' dent out. Need a porta power. Oh. Oh. It's a little better. Use the power of Grayskull! Maybe I should have hired a professional. I'm not saying I'm not a professional, but I'm not a professional. I don't think that crack was there before. You know what I should do? I don't know what I should do. Okay, so it's not as easy as just pushing it out with your feet. I should have known that. Not really surprised. Oh, hey, there's a wire squished in there. Probably not good for business. Which wire is it? I don't know. Need a porta power. Porta power! I need the porta power. Oh my gosh, doorknob. Ah! I'll push that a little bit. Oh. Son of a gun. Maybe I need to get a hammer. I think I need to get something with some curve on the inside. I was kind of hoping my feet would do that, but I should know better than that. Kind of cool in here though. You know that? Found that paper clip. Should make a parts list. That's what I should do. That's what I should do. In good times and bad times. Oh my gosh, I need to push this dent out. There's not really anything to brace myself on to get a good grunt in. And that dent's right, yeah, right where this electrical is. Snip that wire. Break it. Broke it. I broke it. Mike, you broke your speaker wire. I don't know. It's got a dent. Buy an old truck, they said. It'll be fun, they said. Oh, it is fun. Yeah, time for a hammer. You've got to beat it. Beat it good. Remember that lighter that you dropped? I found it. All right, guys, I'm gonna wait to pound those dents out because I want to get some of those body shop tools, like with a rounded, I forget what they're called. It's like a rounded thingy to beat it with a hammer so that you don't make creases in it. And yeah, so I'm gonna go to Princess Auto when I pick Cooper up from work. But in the meantime, I'm gonna take Kenny outside because I was gonna set the top end on Kenny outside so I could whoop, fit the cab right forward. It was a little, well, it felt warmer earlier, but it's a little chilly now, so I'm gonna give it a whirl. See if he starts. Come on, Kenny! It's got a broken window. Fire in the hole! Kenny. Made my shop all smoky. Look at him run! It's not too bad, eh? That's hasn't been outside in forever, and that tire needs help. I'm pretty proud that it's running, I'm not gonna lie. He's smoking as bad as he could. Just an old Cummins. I got to get those rockers set though. So anyways, I'm gonna shut them off and jack the cab up. You know what, guys, coming outside has made such a world of difference being able to see. I couldn't find my A, B, and C marks, so I'm borrowing the engine over by hand, and here is, I'm just marking it. Not very well, mind you. If you look, oh gosh, where? Right? I don't know if you can focus on that camera. Where am I? Where am I? Right there. Oh, that's a B. That is a B right there. So I'm marking it, so it's easier for me to see. There we go. That's a little bit easier maybe. Anyways, so that's the B. We're gonna crank her over till we get to the A, and then yeah, start setting this bad boy. I saw a YouTube video on it once, so can't be that hard, right? I wonder if I should get a ratchet. Probably make life easier. Actually, it'd be easier if this throttle pedal wasn't on there either, because then I could get a bigger stroke. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'll pop that throttle linkage off. I discovered there's a handy dandy little holder up here. Stick it in that line. Okay, let's find number A. Right there. Now C. Oh, I'm so happy I saw those letters. You know, I watched the guys doing it and I'm like, where's number C? I don't see the letters. But it was hard to see the letters. It was really hard to see the letters. There, now rotate to A. And you know, after doing all this work on this Cummins, and I mean I haven't done that much work, it's given me more confidence in maybe getting another Cummins for K2. I've got a transmission, I bought an 18 speed, and I'm pretty excited. Okay, so now we're on A. So now I just have to figure out, because I had someone give me the diagram for setting these bad boys. So anyways, let's go up top and pull the covers off. It's probably a little premature to put it all back together, but learn to do by doing. Sorry about the wind. change of plans. I'm not setting my injectors today because my inch-pound torque wrench only goes to 10 inch-pounds. So I'm going to set my valves instead. So this is 23 thou. I'm going to set it so there's a little bit of drag there. That looks good. Do 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 do. Be a little bit tighter. Got a little bit of drag. Give her a torque-a-rooski. Oops. I think this intake's a little loose. What do you think, guys? I don't think that's 11 thou. Call me crazy. No wonder it threw a rocker. Wait a minute. No, I did that wrong. Okay, yeah, this is exhaust. You dinkus. Right there. Still loose though. Perfect. Because the exhaust are on the outside and the intake is in the center, so one doesn't want to get that mixed up. And we're back around to 2. The cylinder with all the challenges. So it's definitely out of whack. Actually, I'll use this. Actually, I'm gonna get an extension. There we go. Now I got an extension. That'll be easier. Cracking these babies loose. It's like so much of it, it's not that difficult once you know what you're doing, but trying to find the right information is a bit challenging. There's so many different arrangements of engine. Put the caps on. Tin caps. Oh. I'll probably be pulling this all off again anyways to set the valves once I get an inch-pound torque tool, but I want to button it up because I don't want to slop oil everywhere. And yeah, it still has a tick, and it's probably my injector, but it spins, so I'm not worried about anything bottoming out or binding up. But I don't want to hurt the injector. Trying to beat the sunset so we can take her for a rip. See how Kenny does. You know what I mean? I think you do know what I mean. Okay, now I gotta find my shocket. Where did I put my shocket? 9/16. Is that it? No, that's 1/2 inch. There it is. I'm just gonna zip these down with this one. Ooh. One suspect. Sure, I did all these up. Yep. Oh, jeepers. Don't rush, Mike. There. Now, put this back on. My blow-by tube. It's probably blocking your view now. Bloody thing. Put these in there. Okay, now I need to get the platform for there. More cooking with Mazzola. There. There. one more nut. There, good enough. Let's put the intake on. And, oh, actually I gotta tighten up those. So we're not quite done. There. Good like borscht. Okay. This cab came down a bit. There. Two more nuts and bolts. Mystery airline. That's there. Now we can start it. My oil temperature gauge isn't hooked up. I could probably quickly put that on. Okay. Let's check the oil again. Still where it was. That's a good sign. Just give it a quick once over and make sure I didn't leave something on the other side unattended. Oh, I'm running out of daylight. That enough? Nope. Let's use a flex bar. And it doesn't fit. Alright. Okay. Try it again. There. I reserve judgment as to whether or not it's going to still have a little bit of a tick because I didn't set the valves. But I didn't realize that my inch-pound torque wrench started at 10 and I need 6. So, let's go try starting them. Eastbound and down. Please start Kenny. Handy dandy. Fire in the hole. Makes me wonder if I did something wrong. But it is getting cool. Well guys, I think I failed. I should have just waited until I could get that injector 6-inch pound torque wrench dealy-do, because it's still, I mean, it's clear. You look at it, I mean, it's dark. There's really nothing for smoke, but you can still hear that ticky-ticky, so I'm thinking that an injector's too tight or something. Now, it didn't hang up when I barred it over, so I don't think it's really bad, but I don't know, this doesn't sound right. I mean, it sounds... I think it sounds good other than whatever's making that ticking noise. So I'm just gonna put it back in the shop, and I guess I'm getting a tool and pulling the head off, the jig heads off again. The only good thing is, guess what? I'm getting good at this. Well, I don't know if I'm getting good at it. If I was getting good at this, I'd have had it done right the first time about 2 months ago. But yeah, if you don't worry about the ticking, it sounds pretty good. Figured I'd just let it warm up for a little bit, make sure it's not putting any fuel into the oil. Oh man. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Then I wonder, unless it's a compressor, could I have put the compressor out of time? I don't know. I don't know. I guess that's a kicker. I'm a truck salesman, not a full-fledged engine mechanic. Learning as you go. And I learned that there's an awful lot of different arrangements of engines. You know, because you got all the different torque specs for N14s, you know, STCs, non-STCs, and... but it sounds good. I'm kind of digging it. I gotta get my marker lights working though. He's back in business. Well, sort of. I think I'm gonna take the fact that it's not smoking right now as a good sign.